to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. So today we're going to be getting into my book outlet haul. In my defense, I ordered these like 3 weeks ago. So they actually came, so these actually came, I think, when did these come? Monday? Yes. So these actually showed up on Monday. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess I can do my book outlet haul today. And I've actually been sitting on this box for like 4 days because when I tell y'all, I have been so drained. And if you make like YouTube content, and I'm not even a big YouTuber like that, but I do have another channel. So if you're interested in my journaling content, you can actually go to Eliza Journals. That is also my Instagram handle. That's my other YouTube handle. And that is my Threads handle. And that is my Goodreads handle. So I know y'all probably like, why do you have Eliza Journals? Because book content and journaling content, it just doesn't go together for my algorithm. So I decided to create Eliza Journals, like a new Instagram handle. And I toyed with it because I'm like, that means like I have to start over from ground zero. And if anyone knows anything about me, only person that probably knows this is like my best friend, but I'm a perfectionist. And I feel like when I create something, I need to be successful like overnight. So it stresses me out because I'm like, man, I'm gonna start at ground zero, and when I release these videos, no one's going to see them for months. And y'all know how it is. If you don't like promote your video, like pay for your video to be promoted as an ad, your videos are gonna flop like the first couple weeks or months, whatever. Some people, their channels just take off, but my journaling YouTube content, y'all, I know I'm going off on a tangent, but I'm trying to open this box. But my journaling content, I have literally had that channel for like 6-7 years, and I'm literally just now getting to like 2,000 subscribers. And I seriously worked so hard at creating something that will like work for me, but I don't know, y'all. So like lately, this week, I have been really stressed out because I feel like in some ways I'm just overworking myself trying to make something work that I don't even know if it's gonna work. But I'm interested to see what's gonna happen on my channel. Hopefully people subscribe to my channel. And I'm the type of person, if no one subscribes to my channel, I'm just gonna quit. Because yes, I am a quitter. Like, I'm not even gonna like, I'm just gonna be like, you know what, I'm just gonna get rid of this channel because no one subscribed me. And I've always been like that because I hate losing. So anyway, so these are the books. And I didn't order that many. Because I really wasn't trying to spend no money like that. I was actually just trying to use my points. So if you don't know anything about Book Outlet, like every time you purchase books from them, you actually accumulate points. And I think the last time I ordered books from them, I ordered maybe like $300 worth of books. I know, ridiculous, right? But this time I only ordered, I think 6 or 7 books, and I used about maybe 300 or 400 points, and I got $20 off these books. So I only ended up paying like $29 for all of these books, which is like amazing. So I'm going to like go through my book outlet haul. 2 packages that I picked up from Amazon. So we're gonna get right into it. So the first one is it's called The Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix. I've not read any of Grady Hendrix's books, but I've actually seen a lot of people read some of his other work. So I actually wanted to get into his thriller writings. So if you've actually read any of Grady Hendrix's books, let me know what you read below in the comments. So this book is about, so I'm actually not going to read the entire synopsis because this video would be really long. I'm only just going to read like a blurb of what it's about. It says, in horror movies, the final girls are the ones left standing when the credits roll. They made it through the worst night of their lives, but what happens after? From chainsaws to summer camp slayers, Grady Hendrix's fast-paced and wickedly humorous thriller The Final Girl support group pays tribute to and slightly subverts our most popular horror films. Movies like The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, A Nightmare on Elm Street, and Scream. Lynette Tarkington is a real-life final girl who survived a massacre. For more than a decade, she's been meeting with 5 other final girls and their therapists in a support group for those who endure the unthinkable, working to put their lives back together. So this seems like it's going to be really good, and I'm hoping that it's thrilling, because y'all know that I absolutely love thrillers. Even the front of the book is like so dope. Like, I actually love the cover of this. This alone, the front of it alone, just made me want to read it, because it's like the chair with like the blood. I know it seems weird, but y'all, I love me some thrillers. So the next book is called Thick of Love by Danielle Marcus, and of course, y'all, I absolutely love this cover. It's so pretty, and I've been in my romance era. I don't really know why. I guess it's just reading about romance that I probably would never have. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I love like reading about other people's lives, and I love like Black love. So this book says Dallas once believed in forever love, but that was before her marriage hit a dead end. When Trenton Smith walks into her life, he's ready to love her how she deserves to be loved. Only Dallas's walls are up. In time, she will know if he is merely history on repeat or the kindred connection she's been praying for. So I cannot wait to read this, because I really think this is going to be a great read. I've never read anything by Danielle Marcus, but y'all already know if this is good, then I'm going to definitely look for more of her books. Okay, so the next book is called The Disappearance by Bentley Little, and the reason why I got this book, because I kept seeing it. So I actually went on BookOutlet.com to see if they actually had this book, and they did. And of course, y'all know I love paperbacks. Y'all know I absolutely do not like hardcovers, but I'm glad they actually had the paperback version of this. So I've never read any books by Bentley Little. I actually have another book by him, but I've not read it yet. So this book says Gary, his girlfriend Joan, and their friends intend to make the most of their 3-day vacation from UCLA by partying at Burning Man. But soon after they arrive at the festival in the remote desert, Joan disappears. Calls to her parents' home yield only dead air. Her school records are gone, and there is no evidence that Joan or even her roommate ever existed. Most disturbing of all is what they do find. So I cannot wait to read this. This seems like it's going to be good, and I am really hoping this is a 5-star read, because I hate buying books from authors I've never read before and then the book is a flop. So the next book is called If We're Villains by M.L. Rio. I've never heard of this author before, but I like the synopsis of the book when I actually read it. So the book says, enter the players, there were 7 of us. Enter the players, there were 7 of us then, 7 bright young things with wide, precious futures ahead of us. Until that year, we saw no further than the books in front of our faces. On the day Oliver Marks is released from jail, the man who put him there is waiting at the door. Detective Colborn wants to know the truth, and after 10 years, Oliver is finally ready to tell it. So I hope this book is actually good. I actually love the color. It's really cute. So, and it definitely has like red sprayed edges, which is really cute. So I'm hoping that this book is actually pretty good, considering I've never read any of their work before. So the next book is called The Widowmaker by Hannah Morrissey. I've actually read a book by her before called Hello Transcriber, which was really good. Back then, I actually gave that a 4 stars. So I think that book is also in the series with this one, but I actually think these are standalones. So this is like a mystery suspense thriller. So this says, ever since business mogul Clive Reynolds disappeared 20 years ago, the name Reynolds has become synonymous with murder and mystery. And now lured home by a cryptic note down on her luck photographer, Maureen Moree returns to Black Harbor and into the web of their family secrets and double lives. The same night she photographs the Reynolds' holiday get-together, Morgan becomes witness to the homicide of a cop that triggers the discovery of a long-buried clue. So her books are actually pretty good. So I would expect no less than the first book that I actually read of hers. So second to last of my book outlet haul, which when I saw this book, I was getting this no doubt. I intentionally went on a book outlet to see if they had any more books by Kim Johnson. She actually wrote the book called Invisible Sun. And when I tell y'all I fell in love with that book, it is up here. When I tell y'all I fell in love with that book, I absolutely fell in love with the book. So if you've never read Invisible Sun, it is a must read, and it is a must read because it deals a lot with social injustice in America, but not only just with African Americans, but with a lot of people that are of color, whether they're male or female. So this is the book by Kim Johnson. Look at that beautiful cover. The cover is amazingly gorgeous. So this absolutely is a must read. This was really a 6-star for me. So if you're interested in reading social justice, I recommend hands down. So because that was a 6-star, I definitely picked up This Is My America by her. When I tell y'all, I didn't even read the synopsis. When I just saw this book, I was like, ask the cart, because I know it's going to be good. I just know it. It has to be. So this book says, every week Tracy Beaumont writes to Innocent's ex, asking the organization to help her father, an innocent black man on death row. Tracy is running out of time. Her dad has 275 days left. Then one night changes everything. The police arrive and accuse Tracy's older brother Jamal, a promising track star, of killing a white girl. Determined to save her brother, Tracy investigates on her own. And as she discovers the racist history that taunts her small town, she wonders whether she's the lightning torch that will illuminate her family innocence, or lighting the fuse that will upend her world. So it did come a little bent. It did come a little bent, which I do mind. So it came a little bent, and it's just how they send the books. And I just really wish Book Outlet would be a little more cognizant in how they send the books. I understand, like, the books are half price and they're sending them for a warehouse, but they do not have enough protection. Because one time I got a book, and when I tell y'all the cover was completely bent, I really wanted to send it back, but I'm like, nevertheless. So the last book from my bookoutlet.com haul was Iron the Flame, which I've been trying to just really read this for the last couple months. Ever since I read Fourth Wing, I really wanted to jump into Iron Flame, and the only thing they had was the hardback on, or hardcover on Book Outlet, and I was like, ugh. I was like, if I knew that they only had the hardback, I probably would have still gotten it, because it was actually cheaper for me to get it from Book Outlet than it was from like any other retailer. So if you have not read Fourth Wing, I would recommend that you actually read that. It is really like the first fantasy from a person that is not of color that I've actually read that was like literally amazing. Fourth Wing was like 6-star hands down. So I want to jump into Iron Flame. Hopefully I can read. I really want to read this next month, but I don't really know yet because I have so many books on my TBR. It is ridiculous. So this book, oh, it has like a little map. See, and I like, if I buy hardcovers, so one thing about me, if I buy hardcovers, it has to have spray. It has to have spray edges, or I really just I won't want to get it. And see how there's like some, it's like, I don't know, like marks from like people's hands on it. You can kind of tell. The pages are kind of but it's okay though. It was only $9 and you can't beat that. Everyone expected Violet Sorrengail to die during her first year, even Violet. But threshing was only the first impossible test meant to weed out the weak-willed, the unworthy, and the unlucky. Now the real training begins, and Violet's already wondering how she'll get through. It's not just that it's grueling and maliciously brutal, or even that it's designed to stretch the writer's capacity for pain beyond endurance. It's the new vice commandment, who's made it his personal mission to teach Violet exactly how powerless she is unless she betrays the man she loves. So I definitely want to read this one. And I know a lot of people say it wasn't as good as Fourth Wing, but I want to see for myself. So I got that. So that concludes my book outlet haul. And then I picked up 2 books from Amazon. And I decided to wait till they both came to do this video, because it's no point in doing a review for like one Amazon book. So these 2 books, actually, I think it's called Nana by Brandon Massey. I've not read any of his books yet. I did buy one of his books during Prime Day, and the one that I got had really good reviews. And then on TikTok, not TikTok, on Instagram, I actually saw someone to recommend this book. They said that this book was really, really amazing. So I decided to actually just purchase the book, because sometimes getting the audio is really like a hit or miss, and I really wanted it. I could not delay that self-gratification. So Brandon Massey, typically he writes like mystery suspense thrillers, and this book says Monica Stevens never knew her birth mother. Raised by a strict but loving adoptive parent, she blossomed into a woman with a thriving career as a pediatrician in a family of her own. But sometimes she wondered about her origins, especially her biological mother, until Grace arrives. Confessing to be the birth mother Monica had long wanted to meet, Grace quickly becomes an indispensable member of the Stevensons' household, cooking their meals, looking after the children, comforting Monica when the family dog is inexplicably killed, tending to Monica as she falls ill to a mysterious sickness that every day makes Monica look and feel old. Meanwhile, Grace is looking better, more vibrant, youthful, more seductive. Monica's husband, Troy, knows something is up. He launches an investigation into the woman who demands to be called Nana and has taken over his home. But the truth is beyond their wildest imaginings. It seems Grace has done this before. So I've heard some really great reviews about this book, so y'all already know I'm definitely going to be getting into this. So the last book from my Amazon book haul was actually a new author. I have never read anything from this author before. It's called The Coldest Secret Ever by India Ray. And the cover, y'all, is stunning. It's so beautiful. It's like a matte finish. And let's see, it's 194. It says 186 pages, and it's supposed to be like a mystery thriller. So let's see what the synopsis is. I'm actually going to go to Amazon to find the synopsis for this book, because it's nowhere on the book. So this book says Logan has always been a good girl, a beauty queen turned wife, mother, and media personality with the hundreds of thousands of fans. So when her husband receives a sex tape of her in an orgy, everyone is confused and disgusted. But Logan has no recollection of ever recording the video. She swears to her husband that it isn't her, but he doesn't believe her. Since Logan was adopted, the only other explanation is that the woman in the video is her long-lost twin sister. Bitter and angry that she didn't get the life that Logan did, Lola the twin is out for revenge. She does everything in her power to destroy Logan's life, starting with the sex tape. Lola's devious actions causes Logan to unravel, eventually leaving her with nothing, no job, no family, no friends. However, there is a huge dark secret between the both of them. So I'm definitely expecting this to be like really good. So that is pretty much my book haul. So let me know in the comments if you've read any of these books, and if you haven't, which book do you think that you would read? And if you stay to the end of the video, leave me a book emoji in the comments. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.